Shalom. All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David the elect. To you I say greetings. All right, so I had this lesson planned out that I wanted to bring forth, until I realized that the word protection is not actually in the scriptures. What protection is in there one time, but the word protect and the word protecting are not in the scriptures. But there are many, many scriptures about how Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is basically the protection of the nation of Israel. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out because before I get into this, because this spawned on me because we were at camp and this Edomite was talking about Psalms 91. Let me just go to it. And he said, this is a lot of time it says the prayer of protection. So I just want to read this first part of it. It says Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, the secret place of the Most High is within the scriptures, his knowledge and his understanding. All right, and you're going to abide in the shadow of the Almighty. You're not abiding in the shadow of Egypt, in the shadow of wickedness, in the shadow of destruction and Esau's understanding. You're abiding in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's shadow. All right, that's that protection from anything wicked that may come your way. So that's that secret place. All right, it says, I will say of the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. All right, so in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's where you have to put your trust. That's where you have to believe your safety is coming from. Okay, and so that's where I wanted to go in on this. I saw a couple of verses. This is Psalms 119 and 117. It says, hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. All right, so who's holding the elect up? This was David, but who's holding the elect up? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it says, and I shall be safe. The elect are going to be safe through the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father and his Son. All right. It says, I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. So the statutes is where the safety lies. And let's get this word safe. I believe it might be batach, if I'm not mistaken, because I know that means to like trust or to keep safe. But Lord willing. Okay, it's Yeshai, which means like to save. All right. It says just to be saved, to save, to be delivered, liberated, freed, to save from moral troubles, give victory to. All right. Primitive root, properly to be open, wide, or free, to be safe, causally to be free or succor. Okay. Rescue. All right. To be safe, to be saved through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says, I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. All right. It says, thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. So all of the men who are not abiding in the scriptures of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, are not abiding in his statutes and his judgments, his statutes and his laws. All right, you're going to abide in the judgments. All right, it says your deceit is falsehood. Okay, so the deceit that they are bringing up are all wicked. All right, going on, it says, thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore, I love thy testimonies. Okay, so we love the testimonies of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because he's going to put all the earth away like dross, which is waste. All right, Salakia. It says, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Okay, so he says, that's who you, and that's another reason why I wanted to get this, because, many men in the world, even in the truth, have many fears, all right? But the main thing that you need to fear is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Everything else is of him, all right? So don't worship the creation, worship the creator, all right? So he says, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments, all right? So let's jump to Hebrews really quickly. Why does he say he's afraid of the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? This is Hebrews 10 and 31. It says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hand. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 30. For we know we know him that had said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Okay, so that's why what was that, Psalms 119? That's why Paul says, my fear, I mean, Salakia, King David says, uh, his soul flesh, his flesh is in fear of the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It was like 107 or something. Salakia, right here. It says, Psalms 119 and 120, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai can do great, tragic, terrible things unto you. Okay? It says, and I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. All right. We don't want Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to leave us in the hand of the wicked. All right. And at the end of the day, we know the Lord what the reason he put them here for. But hey, we want to be abiding in the safety of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. So let me go back to this safe. Okay. There's another one on here. This is Proverbs. Oh, might as well get Proverbs 18 and 10. You know, it says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. All right. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. All right. So the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a strong tower. All right. It says the righteous runneth into that name and are safe. All right. So that means you can't receive safety if you don't understand, if you don't know the name of the Lord. Okay. It says the righteous running into it. So the righteous are professing the name of the Heavenly Father. Okay, that's what's being happening in the earth. But men that are calling on false gods and false names, hey, they're not going to run into that righteous, that strong tower. All right, and they're not being righteous or trying to be. Okay, they're trying to be self-righteous, and they're running into actual physical towers, man. Okay, thinking that's going to protect them. This is Proverbs 29 and 25. This is the last one I wanted to get on this one, on this, and maybe there's another word springing off as safe. It says, the fear of a man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord Yahweh shall be safe. All right, so fearing things that man can create is going to be a snare unto you, man. All right, you know, this obviously this is a far-fetched example, but my friend in the world asked me, he said, hey, would you ever skydive? And I said, you know, I used to think about shit like that, but I was like, nah, man, that's not my stilo. That's not my speed. It's because, you know, Esau done put his way of life into people's minds into thinking you got to do all that Esau man of the field shit in order to be daring and bold and all of that. Hey, but, you know, Jake, we like just dwell in tents, man. We don't need to do all that extra shit, jumping off of planes and stuff like that. And so he was talking about Will Smith did it when he was 50 years old, you know, to try to commemorate a stunt that he never did. I was like, all right, brother, you know, all right, man, what's the point of that? You know, and he said, you know, to overcome your fear, you know, and to get a heart